For many, thinking of things to do in Durham, North Carolina would be a complex list to come up with. But let us tell you, this under-the-radar city is in the middle of a renaissance of art, culture, science, and technology. For couples looking to wine and dine, there are a plethora of top-class breweries, distilleries, wineries, and more. And don't forget to check out a show or sports game while you're there. Book tickets at DPAC, the Carolina Theater, or the Cameron Indoor Stadium. So if you're looking for things to do in Durham, North Carolina, or curious to see if it's the spot for your next vacation, keep watching. Sarah P. Duke Gardens. The Sarah P. Duke Gardens are located in the heart of Duke University, and they were established in the 30s by passionate gardener and Duke Medical School faculty member Dr. Frederick M. Haynes. Today the gardens spread out over 55 acres. There are 4 distinct areas to explore: the terraces and historic gardens, the Blomquist Garden of Native Plants, the Culberson Asiatic Arboretum, and the Doris Duke Center Gardens. There are a lot of gardens to get around, so those with green thumbs should plan to spend 2 or so days there if they want to see everything. Carolina Theater. The Carolina Theater first opened its doors to adoring crowds in the 1920s, but you only have to take one look at the Art Deco architecture of its stunning facade to work that out. Stars of Hollywood's golden era, think Ronald Reagan and Katharine Hepburn, once graced its stage, and it almost fell into ruin in the 1970s. Thankfully, a group of passionate local patrons poured their money and love into the place and got it up and running. Head there for films, music performances, and, if you need, family-friendly entertainment. In 2021 and 2022, the Carolina Theater is running a series of plays and performances specially formulated to keep the kids and parents happy. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Viewcation for more. And stick around for a lot more of things to do in Durham. Cameron Indoor Stadium. There's no denying it, when it comes to basketball, the Cameron Indoor Stadium is iconic in every way. Fans dream of watching a game in this famous sports center, and many visit Durham with the sole purpose of stopping there. The stadium opened in 1940 and has been renovated extensively over the decades to keep up with technological advances. Even if you're not a basketball fanatic, you'll still find the stadium worth a look. The building itself is historically exciting, and there's memorabilia to browse. Duke Lemur Center. Did you know there's more than one species of lemur? How about that lemurs only come from the tiny island nation of Madagascar? And that sadly, lemurs are one of the world's most threatened types of mammals? You can learn all these exciting lemur facts and see over 14 species of lemur up close and personal at the Duke Lemur Center. This world-class study and protection center has around 200 animals in its care, and luckily for all of us, is open to visitors. Museum of Life and Science. The 75-year-old Museum of Life and Science is handily located just outside of downtown Durham. The 84-acre campus houses museum buildings, outdoor exhibits, and one of the East Coast's largest butterfly conservatories. Through a series of interactive exhibitions, even the littlest visitors can explore the world of dinosaurs, learn how the railway works, journey through different natural ecosystems, and travel into space. The museum is open Tuesday through Sunday, and there's food on site so you and the family can stay all day. Eno River State Park. With its dense forests, crystal clear meandering streams, and a plethora of native flora and fauna, North Carolina is one of the most scenic states in America. This state park follows the path of the Eno River as it snakes its way through the counties of Durham and Orange. You can hike along well-maintained trails that take you to historic mills, river bluffs, and fords that were actually used by settlers. If you want to stay overnight and don't mind roughing it a bit, both individual and group backcountry campsites are available. People visit to fish, angling only, and birdwatch, and you can also canoe or kayak in the river, though this adventure is one for experienced boaters only. Nasher Museum of Art at Duke University. Lovers of fine art will have their aesthetic cravings satisfied at the Nasher Museum of Art at Duke University. Since 2005, the museum has brought an array of world-class traveling exhibitions to Durham residents. It also boasts an impressive collection of historical, modern, and contemporary art from around the world. Even the building itself is attractive. New York City-based architect Raphael Vignoli designed it. DPAC, Durham Performing Arts Center. DPAC is housed in a stunning building and hosts equally exciting performances year-round. From musicals to spoken word poetry and stand-up, you'll find it all on stage here. Best of all, the ticketing depends on which showing you choose and where you sit, so there's a range of ticket prices to suit every budget. RollingView Falls State Park. If you're looking to get out on the water, plan to spend a day or two at RollingView Falls State Park. This picturesque aquatic locale is actually a reservoir, a watery expanse of over 12,000 acres. There are hundreds of campsites and RV hookup sites dotting its shoreline and 5 swimmable beaches. You can kayak and go boating on the lake as well as fish, and the forest is filled with trails for both hikers and mountain bikers. Bennett Place Historic Site. If you know your Civil War history, you've likely heard of Bennett Place. This quaint, demure farmhouse was, in fact, the site of a momentous occasion. The signing of the surrender papers for the Southern armies took place here in April 1865. The Bennett's farmhouse has been reconstructed with a kitchen, smokehouse, and living areas, offering a glimpse into Southern lifestyles of the Civil War era. Try to visit when a reenactment takes place to get a real taste of what life was like for the soldiers who fought in one of America's most pivotal wars. Durham Farmers Market. Durham Farmers Market has been located in the heart of downtown Durham since 1999. In the following decades, vendor numbers grew to today's whopping 65-plus sellers. During the primary season, the market is open on Saturday mornings until midday, making it the perfect place to grab your produce for a Saturday dinner with friends or nibble on locally produced cheese, meats, bread, and honey as you browse a fine selection of handicrafts by some of Durham's most talented artisans. V&E Simonetti Historic Tuba Collection. When we stumbled across this weird and wonderful musically oriented tourist spot, we had to include it. V&E Simonetti Historic Tuba Collection is home to the most extensive collection of vintage tubas in the world. It was started in the 1830s and today showcases a cross-section of the different types of instruments in the tuba family. The collection is open to the public, but you need to make a reservation with at least 24 hours notice, so keep this in mind when planning your Durham itinerary. Sample local alcoholic beverages. Durham townsfolk took to the craft beer craze like fish to water, and today there are dozens of craft beer breweries in the city. Two of our favorites are Dirty Bull Brewing Company and High Wire Brewing. If you're not into beer, step back in time and enjoy some locally crafted mead at Honey Girl Meadery and Tasting Room. Get your apple on at Bull City Cider Works or head to one of the many distilleries. We highly recommend Durham Distillery or Mystic Distillery and Farm if you're interested in seeing the distillation process in action. American Tobacco Historic District. In the early 2000s, what was once an industrial center filled with warehouses and factories for processing tobacco was transformed into a hub for the arts. The area contains 14-plus converted historical buildings, first built in the 1870s by the American Tobacco Company, once one of Durham's largest employers. The former railway line was replaced with an artificial river and parkways, performance spaces, an outdoor amphitheater, and more were installed. Head to the district to see music and stage shows or engage in a bit of shopping and a bite to eat at the American Tobacco campus. Now it's time to hear from you. Did we miss any of your favorites from Durham? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.